first thing a man did after being reborn was to pour 2 billion assets into a game, and the purpose of doing so was shockingly to earn a clam as a reward. Everyone thought I must have gone mad, but little did they know that this game would one day merge with reality. By then, the attributes gained in-game would also affect our physical bodies. For this reason, I sold all my assets. Eventually, I became the first player to spend billions. As a reward, I not only obtained the unique hidden class god of wealth, but I also successfully received my first beast companion, a toad. Although this crazy toad had no combat ability, it would help me quickly become the world's #1. In my previous life, after the game descended, monsters ran rampant, order collapsed, and the world became hell. Amid such chaos, I foolishly protected Lu Rian with all my might. Not only did I spend a fortune hiring top players to level her up, but I also sold my properties to buy her an artifact. Whenever I found rare opportunities or gear, she was always my first thought. Through sheer effort, I turned Lu Rian from a clueless novice into one of the top god-tier players in Dragon Kingdom. I thought true feelings would earn true feelings, but I never expected that. On the night of our engagement, she would personally rip out my heart. I asked Lu Rian why, holding my still beating heart in her hands. She looked down with disdain in her eyes. Yi Xiao, did you really think money could buy my love? Did you think giving me resources entitles you to control me? You were wrong. Yes, I accepted your gifts, but that doesn't mean I accepted your feelings. I'm not that cheap. Everything I achieved today, I earned through my own hard work and effort. The only person in this world who understands my pain is Zhou Dao. I'm giving your heart to him, so that after we're together, I can still hear your heartbeat every day. Isn't that touching? In that moment, my heart turned to ashes. No, wait, I no longer have a heart. Turns out all those years of effort were nothing but wishful thinking. I thought I would die in pain and coldness, but heaven opened its eyes. I was given a second chance. When I opened my eyes again, I found myself back a week before the game's arrival. At that moment, Lu Rian was looking at me, displeased. Do you think I need your money? Let me tell you, I only accept money to take care of your self-esteem and pride, understand? If you don't let go now, don't bother coming to me again. I snapped out of my thoughts, looking down at the bank card in my hand. This card had 100,000 yuan, which I had planned to give Lu Rian for her living expenses this month. In the past, if I heard Lu Rian say not to bother her again, I would have anxiously explained and begged her. I would have tried to make her accept the money. But now, take care of my pride? Screw that. That's too much trouble for you. From now on, I won't give you a cent. Not a single coin. Lu Rian was stunned. Her expression grew awkward. Here comes her little tricks again. Fine, since you came all this way, I'll reluctantly take the card this time. Now scram. Right now. I cursed and turned to leave. Looking back, I was really an idiot. How could I have liked someone like this? No time to deal with this manipulative woman. I'll settle the score with her later. Right now, I have more important things to do. And that is to top up. According to the timeline, the recharge system will briefly open 10 minutes before the beta test. Before that, I must gather enough funds. Once I got home, I called my cousin Yi Lin, and told her I wanted to sell all my shares to her. The condition was that the transaction must be completed within 5 days. Ever since my parents died in an accident 10 years ago, the multi-billion-dollar leading enterprise they built in Daxia Nation was divided up by relatives and friends. What was left to me was just a small portion of pre-arranged shares and assets. Together, it was worth over 2 billion yuan. Currently, the group was in its most intense power struggle. Whoever obtained my shares would hold the most influence in the company. So I was certain that Yi Lin wouldn't hesitate. Time quickly passed to a week later. With a flash of white light, my consciousness was transported to the game's starting zone. I chose the same nickname as in my previous life, Yi Xiao. Next was selecting a class. There were many starting classes in the apocalypse. Warrior, Knight, Sorcerer, Farmer, but I chose the most pay-to-win class, Beastmaster. In my previous life, I heard that a top guild in Daxia Nation, relying on their numbers, offended a god-tier Beastmaster. In a fit of rage, that person led their god-tier beast, the Abyssal Dragon, and single-handedly dismantled the top guild. Such feats were unimaginable for other classes. However, while Beastmasters were strong, their weakness was equally apparent. The cost of raising beasts was astronomical, far beyond what ordinary players could afford. Once everything was set, I immediately clicked the recharge button. Without hesitation, I deposited all 2 billion yuan. Spending so much money on a game, if others knew, they would definitely call me crazy. But I knew this was an absolutely profitable investment. Ding! Congratulations! As the first player to spend over $1 billion, the system has unlocked a unique hidden class reward. Hidden class detected. It has been automatically integrated. Congratulations, you have obtained a second class, God of Wealth. Before I could react, a beam of white light descended from the sky. When the light faded, a toad appeared. The toad glanced at me and spoke. Unbelievable, the one who unlocked me is just a brat. I am Weeby Beast, your wealth mentor. Hearing this, I was speechless. A toad claiming to be a wealth mentor? Do you think you're selling financial products? Toad snapped its fingers immediately upon hearing that, and displayed its attributes. Innate talent. Wealth overflow LV1. The God of Wealth's basic ability is to generate wealth. Your carried gold coins increase by 1% daily. Stingy Protector LV1. As the God of Wealth, you refuse all losses. After the ATH, your gold coins and items will not drop. Fortune favors LV1. Charm plus 50. Charm plus 50. Innate talent. Power of the God of Wealth LV1. The God of Wealth is also a god. You possess divine power. For every 1 million gold coins spent, you gain 1 random attribute point. Daily limit, 100. Damn, after reading the panel, I was completely stunned. As expected of a hidden class. Came with so many innate talents. Although none seemed very combat-oriented, these talents alone, any one of them could bring incredible riches. Especially wealth overflow, with gold increasing by 1% daily. My current fortune of 2 billion yuan would yield 20 million gold coins daily. Combined with the power of the God of Wealth, I could earn 20 free attribute points daily. What does that mean? Holy crap, this God of Wealth class is incredible. Suppressing my excitement, I clicked to enter the novice village. In the apocalypse, player spawn points are random. A few unlucky ones might spawn directly in the wilderness. I planned to find some small monsters to level up first, but instead, I ran into a horde of goblins. And they were level 5 goblin elite warriors. I didn't even have a weapon on me. How could I fight them? Run, what are you waiting for? The toad reacted quickly. While I was stunned, it darted off in a flash. Seeing this, I quickly followed behind, scrambling on my 2 legs toward the main city. As soon as I entered the city, a group of players gave me strange looks. Someone actually chose the Beast Master class? Yeah, I didn't expect that. And the beast is a toad? Hearing their mocking words, Weeby Beast was furious. Your beast is a toad. Your whole family are toads. Haha, this Beastmaster is hilarious. Who tames a toad? I ignored them, and walked straight into the main city. Although there were beasts for sale in the city, those common beasts didn't interest me. My goal was a hidden dungeon. In the novice village containing a god-tier beast egg. It was located in a dragon's nest within that dungeon. Of course, with my current strength, charging in recklessly would be suicide. Some preparation was necessary. Soon, I arrived at a magnificent golden hall. This place was called the Hall of Supremacy, home to an incredibly powerful faction in the apocalypse. It housed several god-tier NPCs. When players reached level 100 and unlocked their final class change, they could obtain a letter of introduction from this hall to recruit powerful NPCs. At level 1, it was no surprise that the gatekeeper, a grand archmage, stopped me. Young man, this is not a place for you. Go back and train. When you get the Lord Mayor's letter of introduction, the doors of the Hall of Supremacy will open to you. I smiled faintly at his words. While I don't have a letter, respected Grand Archmage, I heard that you lost something valuable recently. I made a special trip to return it to you. With that, I waved my hand grandly. The next moment, countless glittering gold coins poured down, like a golden waterfall. In an instant, they formed a small mountain before him. Seeing this, the Grand Archmage's eyes lit up. He suddenly remembered, I did lose quite a bit of gold recently. It's kind of you to return it to me. Top floor War God Pavilion Private Suite. Supreme VIP this way, please. As expected, money truly makes the world go round. With a playful smile, I quickly stepped into the hall. On both sides of the hall stood many level 100 knight puppets. Any one of these guardians would be enough to dominate the novice village, but they didn't interest me. I continued walking deeper into the hall. Soon, I arrived before a frenzied blood warrior clad in armor. I spoke to him directly. I need to hire a god-tier guardian. The frenzied blood warrior was startled. God-tier guardians are incredibly rare. How could they possibly be rented out? Hearing this, I calmly waved my hand. 10 million per day. Upon hearing the offer, the warrior's brain briefly froze. After processing, he pondered for a moment. Principally speaking, it's impossible. But, you know, I, Long Aocean, love breaking principles. Coincidentally, I have a friend who is a god-tier spellcaster. I can ask him for you. God-tier spellcasters are the most versatile, excelling in defense, offense, and support. For someone at my stage, they are undoubtedly the best choice. After signing the contract and completing the payment, Long Aocean called his friend over. The next second, a red light flashed, and a seductive spellcaster appeared in the hall. Who's the brat who contracted me? Oh, it's a handsome young man. Call me Dorothy, your spellcaster. According to the contract, for the next 24 hours, I'll follow your commands. Tell me, what do you need? I'll fulfill all your requests. Hearing this, I quickly checked her information, only to find no details displayed. Greetings, Senior. I hired you to tackle a challenging dungeon. Dorothy chuckled, unbothered by my words. A challenging dungeon in a novice village? Is it to kill the Goblin King and his family? All I need is a flick of my wrist to handle that. Let's not waste time then. I'll leave this to you, Senior. With that, I didn't dally. I led her out of the Hall of Supremacy. Time was short, only one day. On our way to the Dragon's Nest, we happened to encounter the Goblin Warriors, who had been chasing me earlier. Dorothy casually extended her finger, casting a fireball spell effortlessly. Instantly, horrifying numbers appeared above the goblins, and they dissolved into ash. Seeing this, I couldn't help but exclaim, that damage number looks like a phone number. The other players being chased by the Goblin Warriors were equally stunned. Did I see that right? Is that a mage with him? That damage is insane. It must be a high-level NPC hire. That mage is gorgeous. After the Goblin Warriors were eliminated, a series of notifications sounded. Ding! Congratulations, you have reached level 10. You have gained 10 attribute points, which can be freely allocated. Ding! You are the first player in Novice Village number 9527 to reach level 10. Reward: 10 attribute points. Ding! World announcement. Player Yi Xiao has successfully reached level 10. Unlocking the leaderboard. The broadcast echoed in every player's mind, repeating 3 times before stopping. At this moment, every player participating in the Apocalypse Beta, no matter who they were, or what they were doing, paused and stared in amazement. How is this possible? Less than a day in, and someone's already reached level 10? The world leaderboard was completely empty, except for my name. With only 6 hours left before the apocalypse began, most players were still stuck at level 1. Even the best players, using ghostly movement and high-level techniques, were barely managing to kill elite monsters. At most, they were level 3, and their experience bars weren't even halfway full. Now, suddenly, a level 10 player appeared, shocking these self-proclaimed game masters. I've been grinding elite monsters non-stop since the game started, and I'm only level 3. But someone's already level 10? Is there a bug in the game? And who is this Yi Xiao? Never heard of him before. It seems we have another formidable opponent. How exciting. At this moment, I was unaware of what other players were thinking. With Dorothy, I arrived at the location of the Dragon's Nest. I stood before a massive boulder, and gently pressed my hand against it. Boom! The boulder trembled instantly. A powerful aura surged forth, shattering the boulder into pieces. A dark cavern entrance appeared before us. Ding! You have entered the hidden area, Dragon's Nest. This area is extremely dangerous. Please leave immediately. In my previous life, someone triggered a level 100 hidden quest, exploring the Dragon's Nest and successfully returning to the Novice Village. That's how this mysterious hidden dungeon was discovered. Unfortunately, the berserker who found it didn't manage to clear it, and ended up dying inside. Although the video he left behind revealed an incredibly precious dragon egg inside, which drew countless pursuers, no one ever returned to the Novice Village after accepting the quest. As a result, the Dragon's Nest became known as an impossible-to-clear hidden dungeon. The capable couldn't return, and those in the Novice Village couldn't clear it. Dorothy was visibly shocked after hearing my explanation. Kid, you're not planning to steal a dragon egg, are you? Are you messing with your big sister? Even I don't have absolute confidence in defeating a dragon. Hearing this, I smiled slyly and started flattering her. Look over there, it's just a dragon, that's all. Master Dao, the mighty god-tier spellcaster, can annihilate it in mere moments. Dorothy looked ahead and froze in place. A Tier 5 dragon? A Tier 3 dragon alone could destroy a guild. And this is a holy judgment dragon, the pinnacle of the dragon race. We don't even have a 1 in 10,000 chance. There's no way. I'm out of here. Seeing her about to leave, I quickly spoke up. Big Sister Dao, I'll pay more. Double the commission. Dorothy waved her hand and sighed helplessly. Even more money won't help. It's not that I don't want the commission. It's that I can't win against it. Triple the commission. Just help me buy 3 minutes. Dorothy hesitated for a moment. In the end, she succumbed to the lure of money. I'm in. Even if it costs me my life, I'll hold it off. I'm going all in, but I can only buy you 3 minutes, no more. After speaking, she cast several buffs on me. Ding! You are blessed by the god of life. Health attributes doubled. Ding! You are blessed by the god of agility. Agility attributes doubled. Ding! You are blessed by the god of strength. Strength attributes doubled. With the buffs applied, we snuck into the dragon's nest, like ghosts, moving quietly. But the moment we approached the dragon, the massive creature, over 100 meters long, opened its eyes. The entire cavern began to shake violently. A deafening dragon's roar pierced the skies. Dorothy leapt into action, unleashing a pre-prepared skill, frost arrows. On a normal day, I might fear you a bit, But for these 3 minutes, even a dragon will bow before me. Frost arrows rained down like a storm. Under the relentless assault, the dragon went into a furious rage. Taking advantage of the distraction, I sprinted toward the deepest part of the nest. It was a narrow cavern, with a dragon egg as tall as a person standing in the center. A faint glow surrounded it. I must not get caught, or it'll be the end for me. This dragon egg is really heavy. Toad, give me a hand here. Just as I said that, a powerful oppressive force suddenly enveloped us. Sensing the danger, I looked up, and saw the dragon staring right at us. Run, no time to be cautious anymore. I grabbed the dragon egg and bolted toward the exit. Thankfully, the dragon was still entangled with Dorothy, and couldn't attack us for now. However, she was clearly reaching her limits. As I successfully escaped the cavern, she abandoned the fight, pale-faced, and followed after me. The dragon pursued us, spewing its breath. But due to some kind of barrier, it seemed unable to leave the cavern. And just like that, we escaped unharmed. I successfully stole the dragon egg. Dorothy was gasping for air, her eyes dull. She had nearly depleted all her magical energy. You brat, if this dragon egg hatches into a Tier 5 dragon, then my efforts won't have been in vain. By the way, don't forget to transfer the commission. I nodded without hesitation, opening the trade window and transferring the payment immediately. Thank you for your hard work, Master Dao. 3 billion gold coins in hand, Dorothy was overjoyed. Even for a god-tier expert, earning 3 billion gold coins wasn't easy. Ding, Dorothy's favorability toward you has increased. Current favorability, 60. I then turned my attention to the hard-won dragon egg. Next up, is the moment of contracting the beast. Let's hope it doesn't hatch into something weird. Otherwise, this 3 billion would have been wasted. It all comes down to this. Please don't disappoint me, as I placed my hand on the dragon egg and initiated the contract. The eggshell shattered instantly. A dragon hatchling, pale green in color, emerged from the shell. Its size wasn't particularly large, barely half a meter in length. Looking at the dragon hatchling, I was immediately puzzled. Something seems off about its color. Could it be that the Holy Radiance dragon was cheated on?